Hi, this is Jeremy Moskowitz, Microsoft MVP and founder of PolicyPak software, and in this video we're going to learn how to use PolicyPak plus Citrix Endpoint Management, or CEM for short. Now, in this video, I'm expecting that you've already done the walk before you run demonstrations and you've verified that the license file we gave you is as expected and working. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. Remember, the three things you need to get to upload to your Citrix Endpoint management is going to be the three items that we gave you. The first thing is going to be the PolicyPak license, then the client-side extension, and then the directives. So under Apps, you're going to click on Add and hit the Add button and use the Enterprise to do the upload. I suggest you clear all first, and we'll give it a name. The name we want to give it is something like the PolicyPak license for Fabricam. The category is not going to be the default, but instead is going to be the category that I've pre-created for this. That way you can keep things nice and organized. Might as well also put in a description here. Next, we're going to click on Windows Tablet, Windows Desktop or Tablet. We're going to upload. The first thing we're going to be uploading is our license file. Okay, you've already tested this and you know that it works. Now, there's some pieces of information you need to get to jam in here, and we're going to use our tool called the PolicyPak MSI Product Code Input Tool. You're going to select the PolicyPak license file. Let me go ahead and do that right here. Oops, give me a quick second to track it down. Okay, let's double click on it, and you can see the MSI Product Tool is going to expose all the things you need, like the product name and so on. And we're just going to jam in each thing one by one. This doesn't have to match exactly, but it certainly couldn't hurt. Put the description in as well. Now, the app version, this has to match exactly, so we're going to go ahead and copy and paste it from the product version right here. Then the next piece you need is the product code. Now, what's special about this is that we're going to show it with the brackets. You're going to take it without the brackets. So we're going to go ahead and paste it in and get rid of the bracket on the bottom and on the top, and you're clear for takeoff. So we'll go ahead and click on Next. Oh, don't click on Next yet. I mean, we need to also put in the installation context. All of the stuff we're setting you is devices. So it's device context. So the license file, the client-side extension, and the directives are all device context. And since we're here in the command line, we're going to go ahead and put a / lowercase quiet. And again, remember it's device here. And that's it, nothing else to it. We're just going to click Next and keep on going here. So in this first example, I'm going to select the delivery group just to show you how the assignment works by default with Citrix CEM. So now we're going to go to the delivery group. At the top right, we're going to click on Delivery Groups and select the delivery group itself. Let's go ahead and click Edit and hit on Apps on the left side in the row side over there. And you can see that the application is optional. We're going to get rid of it as optional and just drag and drop it over to required. So that's what happens when you make it part of the CEM workflow. So my recommendation is to generally do it outside of this process. So we'll do that for the next one just to show a quick difference. So we'll go ahead and click Next and just zip, 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 and we'll be done when we hit Save. Okay, now it's locked and loaded in the delivery group. So back to Apps. Now we'll click on Add. Again, back on Enterprise. And this time we're going to do the PolicyPak client-side extension. And we'll change the default group to our nice group that we've created earlier. And it's time, not for iOS, we're going to clear all those. Go ahead and pick the Windows Desktop Tablet. And now it's time to upload the client-side extension. And this takes a minute, so I'll pause the video and come back in just a quick second. So now we're going to go ahead and rerun the MSI product tool code again that we provide on the PolicyPak extras, and we're going to point it toward our own client-side extension to see what's inside it. So let's go back to the fake CD-ROM and go ahead and get that. All right. Okay, there we go. So now we've got the information we need. So we're going to get the product name first. Go ahead and jam that back in there in the app name, and we can make it the same for the description if that's what we want to do. Now we have to grab the product version piece as well. Go ahead and paste that in. And now remember, it's time to get the product code, not the upgrade code, the product code. And remember, we have those brackets in there, so we'll paste it in and jam those brackets out. We'll delete those. All right, remember the context is device, and then the command line is slash lowercase quiet. Go ahead and click next. And just next, 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 and you're off to the races. And here, I'm going to skip putting it in a delivery group. In the last one, I added to the delivery group, and that made it optional. What I wanted to do this time is show you how you can make it required. So in order to do that, back here in Apps, I'm going to go ahead and click on the app itself, and click inside the delivery group, rather. And inside the delivery group, I want to guarantee by clicking Edit here and dragging that app in. So that's Apps here on the left-hand side. And you can see it's not assigned at all. So I want to make sure it gets delivered to my delivery group. So I'm going to just drag it across and make it a required app. So now before it was, the first one was optional, and I went through the workflow and I changed it. And now I'm making this second one forced. All right, so now I'm next, 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 and save. And now we're off to the last one. Now let's go ahead and grab the examples, the same ones you use in the walk before you run. So go ahead and click Add. And we'll go ahead and upload this MSI by clicking on Enterprise again. Give it a name like PolicyPak Examples. PolicyPak Examples Walk Before You Run. Same thing here for the description. And let's pick the app category, not the default. Again, our nice, neat category that we have specifically for this. Go ahead and click Next. And it's time to clear all once again. Go ahead and select Windows, Desktop, and Tablet. And it's time to upload the MSI file examples. Okay, same Walk Before You Run examples as we did before. Okay, and we're going to use our MDM inquiry tool here. Again, that's hanging out in the PolicyPak Extras, the MSI code output tool. We're then going to select the example files or whatever MSI you're using. But again, I highly recommend you pick the examples. Then we're going to select the product name. Again, you've seen this a couple times now. Go ahead and paste that in. Description, that's okay too. And then we need to grab the product version. Okay, go ahead and grab that product version there. Okay, move down a little bit. Remember the product code piece, we're going to grab that and lop off the brackets on the end. Remove that guy, remove the other guy. There's device, okay, and then command line. Okay, device, there we go. And then command line, this is a slash lowercase quiet. And that's it. We'll zip, zip, zip to the end zone here. And again, if you pick the delivery group, that's going to make it optional. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to bypass that, and I want you to go inside the delivery group specifically by clicking on delivery groups, finding our nice, neat delivery group here, and then you're going to click on Edit and find the apps here, and then you're going to drag across the Walk Before You Run examples into required land and hit Next. All right, and click Save. And that's it. You are locked and loaded. So now back on the endpoint here, let's go to our MDM enrollment. And down here, we're going to enroll only in device management. Now, I don't have the fancy pants lookup stuff set up, so I'm got to put my right user in here, which is my North Sales user 1 here. Okay, and I've got to put my URL to help me with the auto discover. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and get MDM enrolled. Give it our password here. And remember, what's going to happen now is that all three of these items are going to be downloaded from Citrix CEM onto the target machine. And you can see this in any number of ways. You can see this by clicking on, actually you don't have to wait, you don't have to click on sync. It should happen automatically, although I'm clicking on it because I'm impatient. It should come down pretty fast. If you go backward and forward in this report, you should start to see these items populate. Okay. Yep, there we go. All right, well, I don't see it yet. Not a big deal. Oh, pop, there it is. You can see that because you can see the PolicyPak icon there on the left as one of our examples. And oh, there we go. We can see it there in the report. So that's all good. And then let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other settings that we've set here. So remember, in one of our examples, if we take a look at gpedit.msc, we can see that we changed the guest account, and you can only see that inside the group policy editor. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick, make sure we can see that. So that's going to be computer side Windows settings here. Security settings. Local policies, security options. You can see, bang, the rename, the guest account is now PP or PolicyPak guest. Okay, that was part of our examples. And the other thing we did is to manipulate the screensaver with an admin template setting. So let's see if that one came across as well. So we'll click on change the screensaver here. And boom, you can see that we've set the screensaver to ribbons and the weight to 17. Again, this was all in the walk before you run demo, but now we're deploying the settings using Citrix CEM. Now inside the control panel, you can actually see all three of the items are there. We've got the client-side extension, the license, and the package settings, all delivered just the way you expect through CEM. And that is really kind of it, your final checkout. So back on the Citrix Endpoint Manager console, you can see your machines that are being managed, and you can analyze them and do everything to your heart's content. Well, I hope this video helps you get started with PolicyPak and Citrix CEM. If you need any TLC, we're here to help you out, and so are our friends at Citrix. Thank you very much, and looking forward to getting you started with PolicyPak and Citrix CEM real soon. Thanks so very much. Take care.